Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Thomas. Thomas is from England in the UK, so let's see what Thomas has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
There we go.
Hello Thomas, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Thanks for joining me in this beautiful journey called William the Magic Box. Right, so Thomas, just before we start the game, tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Doncaster in the UK.
Okay, and what do you do for a living?
I am an upholstery team manager. I work for Next.
Right, and in your opinion, what do you like the most about your job?
I have a team of 20 people, so I really part of my job is managing them. So I think that that's probably the best thing I like about my job is the people that I work with.
Very good, very good. And I can see as well that you have a lovely tattoo here in your neck.
Yeah, I do.
Can you tell a little bit about it?
Yes, I have 46 tattoos. And the one on my neck is the Eye of Horus, so it's a sign of life.
Right. And how old were you when you had it?
I was 21 when I had this tattoo.
Very good, very good. Right, Thomas, so welcome to William and the Magic Box. So, I have here this lovely box here full of random fun questions, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to play some music just for us to get in the mood before the first question. Ready?
Okay, yeah, cool.
Let's do it. I hope you like it. I love your energy. I love your energy. Ready for the first question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it. So the first question is, do you consider yourself a spiritual person and how?
I don't think I consider myself a spiritual person, but I'm definitely open to interpretation when it comes to spirituality. So I think that it's really important to some people, but for me, I think it's not something that I've ever really dived into. My dad's really quite a spiritual guy, but I wouldn't say that I am. No, I think it's a really interesting concept though, spirituality, and how like the universe works and how that can influence you and your decision making and mindfulness. But for me personally, I'm quite cut and dry and all logic based.
Right, that's cool. That's cool then. Let's go for the second question.
Okay, let's go.
Right, good, very good. I love it. Next question is, what was your best friend name growing up, and why did you consider this person your best friend at the time?
Oh my god! Right, okay, so if I don't say a name, she'll kill me. So, my best friend is a girl called Robin. We've known each other for 15 years, and she's like the female version of me. So like she's really like outgoing and stupid, and it's hilarious. And when we get together, we're such a ridiculous bad influence of each other, especially on nights out. But yeah, she's been my best friend growing up purely because she is really supportive. If I ever have any trouble or if I'm ever struggling with something, she's like 100% always there. She's never once let me down with anything, and I know that if she had the same issues, I would go to her as well. So we've always had a dynamic where we like the same thing. In the whole 15 years that we've known each other, we've never even argued. We've not had a crossword at all. Like, it's really weird. And they always say, don't they, after 7 years, that's your friend for life. So I can see me and Robin possibly like dying together and being buried together. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's great.
But we have a pact. So if we're not married by 40, we're getting married to each other.
Oh my god!
Which is an interesting one.
Very good one. Oh my god! And how old are you now, both?
Well, I'm 25, and Robin's a few months older than me, so she's 26.
Wow! So you've got 4 years to go then. Or 5
we,
years?
we've got a few years to go yet before we decide to marry each other.
Right, that's funny. Let's get another question for you, Thomas. Let's
Yes,
do it.
play them tunes.
Thomas, just before the next question, tell me what's the best part of living in Doncaster and the worst part of living there?
Right, okay. So I think the best thing about living here is that all my friends are real close to me. So that's really nice. My parents here, I live with my parents, so that's a really nice thing. And Doncaster's, it's like a small town, but there's so many people and everybody's real like sort of polite and nice. So you can always go up to and ask somebody. I think that's just a Yorkshire thing though in general. But the worst thing about living here is that it is a small town. So I used to live in Hull city centre, and there's so much more going off, whereas in Doncaster there's not very much going on. So that's probably the worst thing.
How far is Doncaster from London?
It's about 3.5 hour drive, and about a 3 hour train ride.
Okay, that's cool. Right, next question for you. Let's do it.
Let's go.
What is your funniest memory of our time at school?
Oh, right, okay. So, funniest memory has to be when, so obviously in the UK, when you are learning a language for like a GCSE, you visit the place of the language that you're learning for like a week. So I went to Germany, and because I was learning German, and I went with Rob. We went with all my school, but I went with Robin, and that was the first time me and Robin properly spoke. So I would say that was probably the best time. That's when we really got to think about and really got to like that, and it was really good. It was like really interesting as well, seeing all the sort of how their life is and how that sort of works, and we had so much fun. We won an award for battery powered clothes because all we would wear is neon clothing. I had like a big Marvel jumper that I used to wear that was bright orange, and I mean if I wore it now I'd probably get shot because it was so bad, right? But it was really funny, and we had such a fun time there. That's probably one of the best things. Apart from when I was really small, my mum threw me in the snow when I cried. That was a really good memory.
Oops. And and which city in Germany did you spend that time?
So we went around all the different cities. So we went around Cologne, we went to Koblenz, we obviously went to Berlin, but the majority of the time I think we spent it in Koblenz, which is where like the hostel thing was, where they kept all of us. So we spent the majority of the time there, but we did travel around equally.
Very good, very good. Let's get another question for you.
Okay, so let's go. Yeah.
Okay, next question for you, Thomas. How would you describe a perfect friendship?
I think I've already just described it. I think a perfect friendship to me would be that you're always there for each other. It's almost like you're related, in the respect that these my friends are everything. We all have the same interests. But some of us don't have the same interests, and then that's part of the debate, and that's really good as well. That's healthy. So we always have like those sorts of bantery debates and things like that. And I think as well, you don't take the friendship too seriously, because your friend is going to also have another group of friends that they want to hang out with at times, and you can't get jealous of that, and you can't take it serious. You just need to just let it just sort of ride through with each other more than anything. It's got to be really loose and chill. And if it's anything more than that, then it becomes a bit of a problem, because then that person feels like they have an obligation to you rather than just being your friend. So I think you've just got to be chilled, and the perfect friendship is a chilled one. It's an open and honest one, and you don't have any secrets.
Great. And do you like when your best friends, like Robin, how do you feel when they tell you off for some reason that you've done something wrong, or how do you approach that?
Well, I'm constantly making mistakes. Like, that's just me. I'm really stupid. So um, when I get reprimanded by my friends, I take it on the chin and I just sort of think, well, do you know what, right? If you did it, if you did what I did, I would be the person that'd probably be egging you on to do it. So we don't take it too seriously. If Robin, like, I know when she's going to tell me off, she gives me those eyes and like that mum look, and I'm just like, okay, here we go, I'm ready. And I just brace myself for it. And then she'll have a little rant, and then we're done, and that's it. It doesn't last very long at all. It's like 5 or 10 minutes. So I just deal with it, and I'm just like, and sometimes I'll be like, do you know what? Shut up. Like, you're talking too much now. Let's just get back to drinking this beer and having a laugh.
That's funny. That's funny. Right. Let's get another question for you, Thomas. Let's do it.
Okay.
Right. Next question is: if you could spend an entire day with a family member, who that would be and why?
So we recently had a death in the family, and it was my granddad, my dad. So I would possibly want to spend an entire day with him because when we had the funeral and the eulogy and stuff, there were things about him that I didn't even know. So at that point, I think that I probably would want to spend some time with him so that we could have that conversation for the day and really like get to know one another on a more personable basis rather than it just being granddad and grandchild. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, I understand. Sorry to hear that, by the way. And it was an unexpected situation, or it was he was.
He was really poorly, for a while, but he was a military guy, so it was all, he was very like stoic, so he wouldn't really talk about it, and then it was expected, but at the same time it was too soon. So, but it was really interesting. It was a really nice send off for him, so it was all really good, to be fair.
Okay, that's right. I'm sure he's in a better place right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We celebrated his life more than anything because he was nearly 90 years old. He's lived a really long and very fruitful life. So, it wasn't necessarily really sad. It was more of a case of him going on another experience, really, more than anything.
Okay, cool. Another question. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Right. Do you have brother and sister as well? Do you have siblings?
Yes, I've got a younger brother who turned 16 yesterday, and I've got an older sister that I believe is 23 tomorrow.
Oh, wow, amazing. Close to each other. Good. Next question is, share with us a crazy story that happened to you when you were at school. Something crazy.
Something crazy. I mean, I suppose I think this is crazy, but maybe a lot of people wouldn't think it's that crazy. So it was secondary school. It was the last year of school before you go to like college and do like A levels and stuff. So obviously it's prom night, and everybody was getting dressed up. Everybody was going to go to prom and this, that, and the other. And this story also involves Robin. She's basically in my life all the time. Me and Robin were sort of like outcasts at school. We were being quite odd. I did drama and things like that. So we were like those sorts of people. And and me and Robin have always been really into like gaming. So we play a lot of Xbox, we play a lot of PlayStation, and Switch, things like that. So at that time, the Xbox 360 was out, and Robin bought all these brand new games. So we were going to get ready to go to prom and stuff, and we were going to go, and we actually missed the entire thing. We went to the shop around the corner, we got loads of sweets, loads of energy drinks, and before we knew it, prom had ended. It was like 1 a.m. in the morning. We were so caffeinated we couldn't sleep, and we'd nearly completed this game that we were playing. I suppose that's not really that crazy. I think in my later years I've done a load of crazy stuff, but in school years I was quite a tame. Apart from that moment where we completely missed prom, we had no idea what was going on. We didn't even know it was dark. It got to the point where we'd like pause the game to like go get some more drinks and stuff, and we were like, oh my god, it's 1 a.m. What's happening? And then we ended up staying up all night and carried on playing these games.
Oh my god.
So we completely missed the prom. We completely missed getting to say bye to everybody, but we weren't really bothered, to be fair. It was quite an evening.
Oh, right. Let's get another question for you. All right, let's get another question for you. Right, Thomas, how do you make friends?
How I make friends? I don't know. I talk to anybody. You know, like when you were a kid, your mum would be like, "Don't talk to strangers." You know, and you had Stranger Danger, that guy with the trench coat behind the tree, and it was really, really scary. Now I literally talk to anybody. It's really weird. I don't think there's any specific way for somebody to make friends. I literally would, if I am having a conversation with somebody, and that conversation turns into banter and we're having fun, we're basically just mates anyway. So I think I literally talk to anybody. So the way that I make friends is just by approaching them. People probably think I'm really weird, because I will just be like, "Oh, hi, how are you? What's your name? What's going on?" And I like to break the ice, and then we have a chat, and then before you know it, we've been friends for years. So
that's amazing.
That's how I do it.
I'm the same as well, actually. If I feel like, if I'm out or something, if I feel like talking to someone, I don't have any problem. I just go and say hello, or, you know, see how it goes, and you never know.
I think social media has made a really, really big difference as well. So like I have quite a few friends that are, you know, that I message, that I go on Snapchat with and things like that, and they all live in different parts of the world. So that's really good, because you can just randomly add someone. And I'm a random adder. I add people randomly. I'm just like, "Hey, how are you? Like, where are you from?" You know what I mean? It's like, what's going on with your life?
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
and that's good. I think it's a gift for people to be like that, because sometimes people they want to be like that, or they want to approach other people, but if they feel, you know, they feel sharp for some reason, you know, maybe they are too shy, or maybe they feel like, "Oh, I'm not sure if I should talk to this person." And sometimes you can miss a lot of, like, you know, meeting nice people, and as you said, people like that would be forever in your life. So yeah, definitely. That's true. Are you enjoying the show so far?
I'm living my best life. Like, that tune is getting me. You won't believe that I woke up like 2 hours ago.
Let's go for another one.
Let's go.
All right, let's get another question for you.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, Thomas, if you could change something yourself, what that would be and why?
Something about myself?
Something in yourself. If you could change anything, what would be?
Okay. I definitely want more willpower, like, because I like to go to the gym and stuff. I like to do all these, and I'm quite active, but I definitely want more willpower to be able to do it, because I'm so bad when it to, like, finish work, I'm just doing a 10-hour shift, and I know I should go to the gym, but then I don't. And I'm just like talking myself out of it. And then I'll order a Chinese, and then I'll feel really bad about it. So I wish I had more willpower. And I think that also bleeds into changing something physically. I want 8% body fat, but that's a really difficult thing to do. So I need more willpower to achieve that. Definitely.
I think sometimes as well, I think when we have some habit, I think sometimes we just need a little step, you know. Sometimes we put ourselves in too much pressure, like, okay, I need to run, let's say, I need to run 10K today. It doesn't work like that. Like, go 1 kilometer, next day you go a little bit longer. You know, don't try to put yourself like that, okay, I need to achieve that, because if you put that, you're never gonna do it, you know. You're always gonna feel trapped. But if you go slowly, you know, like adjusting yourself, for sure, things that's for sure.
Definitely.
Good. Very good. Another question for you.
Let's go.
Right, let's get another question for you. What do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
I mean, I suppose everybody's individual and everybody's brought up depending on how to brought traits to get, but I think honesty is a really good trait to have, because there's no point in trying to fib to people. I think nice teeth. Nobody wants icky teeth, so nice teeth. And I think, well, that's really superficial. I think a couple more traits that people should have have is just general trying to sort of be a human, I guess. Like, I think people try and be so perfect that it's really, really not what they're needing. So I think that so maybe a trait for that would be like embracing flaws and mistakes that you've made in order to make sure that you still like got a human aspect. I mean, especially in the job that I do, we make mistakes all the time, and we embrace that, but then we look for a resolution for it. And I think that too many people have the expectation that they're going to be perfect. So I think people need to lower those expectations and just think, no, okay, mistakes happen. And I also think a really good trait as well would be sort of not taking life too seriously, not taking anything too seriously.
Very good one.
I think that it's just going to put you in a position where things, where every time you do something, you're always going to be disappointed. So if you go in with something with low expectations, you're just riding along and not taking it too seriously, at that point you'll probably come out with the outcome that you want, because people can see that. So
I agree with you. I agree with you. I learned like a while ago that when you put too much expectation, like in people or in situations, you get disappointed. So the best way is just take things, as you said, slow and not put too much pressure and everything, because you're gonna feel better about it. But if you put too much expectation, because you're gonna feel disappointed sometimes.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's cool. Another question for you, Thomas.
Let's go.
Okay, next question is, what is the biggest difference between you and your best friends?
So I think between me and Robin, she's got like, I'm very impulsive and very, living in the moment, doing stupid things, and trying to sort of not taking certain things too seriously. I hope she never say this, but Robin's she's got her life together. She's got a car, she's got a house, and she's got a really good job. And I don't think Robin takes herself too seriously, but I genuinely think a difference between us is that I'm very impulsive. So like, I will like just go and do something. With Robin, it has to be calculated. She looks at a plan, and I don't. So I'll just be like, I'll message her at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, let's go out, let's go do something. She'll just be like, well, actually, I need to make sure that
I
so
see.
can we do it tomorrow at 4:33 p.m? Do you know what I mean? So she's really precise, very precise, and like.
I think that's why as well the friendship works well, because they have the difference between you guys, and you can support each other very well. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. That's for sure.
Definitely. She definitely pushes me out my comfort zone, and I definitely try and push her out there.
Right, let's get another one.
Go.
Before the next question, tell me, how old were you when you had your first tattoo?
I think it was 20. I was 21. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was 20 when I had my first tattoo, which was a really interesting experience. People think it really hurts. It really doesn't. So I was 20 when I got it, I'm sure. Either or 19 going on 20, definitely.
I see.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, it was this mandala here, this one.
Oh wow.
And it was about 45 minutes, and it was like 80 quid. So yeah, that was my first one. Really quite a chilled experience actually.
And do you think you're gonna have more?
Yeah, I want to be covered neck down.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Next question is, who is your biggest idol, and what did you learn from this person? The biggest lesson.
Right. So this is going to come across really gay because obviously she is a gay icon, and it's hilarious and really quite stereotypical. But my idol has got Lady Gaga. Reason being is just because she like stormed into the industry in 2008 and just tore it all up and set different stratas, and it was insane. And I think I take from her being yourself, not really giving a monkey what anybody else is, and sort of trying to do your best with what you have. Because her early career was trying to do the best with what she had, which was very little money, a cheap blonde wig, and a lot of spray tan. So I always try and sort of live like that. And that really inspired me to sort of just go out and do things and that I maybe would have not done before, and try new things, because why be afraid of it, sort of thing. So she's definitely 100%.
Very good, very good. I had a few guests in the show as well, and they said the same thing about Lady Gaga. I think she's an icon, like very, as you said, she changed the concept of people about themselves, to be know. So yeah, I agree with you. I like her as well. Another question.
Let's go.
Right, let's get another question for you. Thomas, what does success mean to you?
Being rich and famous and having a limo driver everywhere. No. I think success is subjective, so it can be measured in loads of different ways. I think like my mum will probably think that the success is having 3 children and being able to raise them to be independent. I think with me, success is just I don't really know. I've never had any big success in my employer. So going off of that, getting the promotion that I got at work was a success. That meant a lot to me, because it meant a pay rise, it meant more responsibility, it meant that my ideas would be taken seriously. But if we were talking big success would mean that people are getting to share with me my success. And I think that's really important, to share the success with me. So just going back to the whole Gaga thing, obviously she wouldn't be anything without people sharing in her success. With all the sales and all the tours and things like that. So I think if it was a big success, that would mean everything. But it would only mean everything if people would take part in that success with me. So if nobody did take part in that success, then it wouldn't be a success to me. But it wouldn't be a failure either. It would just be a thing that I did.
Good. I think, as you said about before in the beginning of your answer, I believe that success is a very personal thing. As you said about your mom, success, it for me maybe can be something that for you is different. People they approach different. I think success is a very personal thing. You don't need, as you said, doesn't need to be don't need to be rich or anything. Just if you feel happy with something that you want to achieve, that's a success. And even sometimes doesn't need to achieve anything. Just be yourself. Like anything that you, for example, yourself, you're saying about you want to cover all your body tattoos like neck down. I'm sure for you it's gonna be like a success when you do it. That's for me, so success is a very personal thing.
I think at the moment, living through lockdown in itself is a success.
Very good point, Thomas. Very good point. My God, it's amazing. Yes, absolutely.
The fact that I haven't gone insane yet is a success.
Absolutely. Very good point. I like that. Very good point. Thomas, I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Right, Thomas from Doncaster. Let's get another question for you. What's your favorite kitchen smell?
Kitchen smell? Garlic.
Really?
Yeah, I love garlic. I love it. I like to cook. And me and my mum eat very similar things. So when we cook together, we cook with a lot of garlic. So I love garlic. And the whole, when it's cooking in the pan, frying it off, bit of brown sugar, caramelise it. Oh God.
My favorite kid smell, it's fried onions. Oh my God, when I go to the kitchen and there's some fried onions, oh my God, that's the best for me. I love it. I like garlic as well. I don't think much as you do, but I like garlic as well.
I just made out like I'm obsessive with garlic.
No. Right, 2 questions left. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
What you're drinking, by the way?
coffee.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just black coffee or with milk?
Black coffee, not black coffee, coffee, almond milk, and 2 sugars. Because I woke up like 2 hours ago, so at this point, I'm sort of still going through my morning routine, even though it's 2:30.
Right, Thomas. Next question for you is, what is the happiest day in your life so far, and why?
I think that's a really hard one because I don't think I've lived my life long enough to have a really happy moment. I'm not married. I actually probably would say one of the happiest moments was my sister has 3 children. So I think, although to begin with, I was really like, oh my God, you are 19 years old, you have a child, what's going on? Yeah. But at the same time, I think one of the happiest moments was being able to go around and see my nieces and my nephew and like see, because one of them's like 4 years old, so to see her grow from like this little peanut of a human to like this 4-year-old absolute diva with a huge attitude problem, it's probably a really, really happy moment. I don't think I have a really, really happy moment. I don't, maybe, but that's probably one of the really happiest moments. And possibly going to, I went to Rome a few years ago, and I think one of the happiest moments, that was a really happy moment. It was like one of my first top holidays on my own. And I did it all by myself. I paid for it all by myself. So when I got there, I had that really sort of wanderlust feeling that really like made me feel really positive about everything. And I was like, this is a really good moment. So possibly those 2 things, but I don't think that I have a fully realised moment in my mind because I don't think I've experienced enough of life yet.
Very good, very good, good. I'm sure there's 2 moments, you know, if you remember, if it came naturally to your mind, it's because you were very happy at the time. So yeah, that's what matters. Ready for the last one?
Yes, let's go.
Let's do it. Right, let's get the last question for you, Thomas. Okay, last question is, where do you see yourself living when you retire?
I'm probably never going to retire because taxes are going to go up and the retirement age is just going to be ridiculous. So I'm probably still going to be working when I'm dead. But if I ever get the opportunity to retire, I could possibly see myself living in, I would love to live in like California. And it would be in like a suburb in a little cul-de-sac, and it would just be a house, like a little bungalow, and green lawn, white picket fence, just really chilled, really hot, really nice. And I would definitely be making bootleg wine and selling it off the cuff so nobody knows. That's probably what I would be doing. That's definitely where I would see myself retired to. In my dreams, I see that anyway. Whether the reality is going to be the same, I have no idea.
Don't forget to have a spare bedroom for Robin, okay?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm gonna have like 3 different bedrooms because I'm still not going to be able to give up my stupidly large social life. You know, we're all going to be drinking the homemade wine that I've made, having a good time, listening to that song.
Oh, good point. You're going to go like, oh my God, I remember that time when I had this interview, something called Me in the Magic Box. Oh, that's sweet, very sweet. Made my day now. Okay, Tom, it's not the end of the show yet, okay? So let's play now the quick thinking game. So I'm going to give away some words and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Ready? Right, let's start with religion.
Science.
Okay. Love.
Happiness.
Okay. Family.
Love.
Money.
Oh, same.
Life.
Death.
Sex.
Really good time.
Politics.
False.
Fear.
Fear. Clown.
Really?
Clown.
Interesting. How about friendship?
Friendship. Oh, first thing that comes to my mind. Robin.
Oh, that's of course. Imagine. Oh my God! If you didn't say it, I should be like.
I know. She would come round to my house and beat me with a big stick.
How about desire?
I would go with like stick. Desire like that.
Okay. Regret.
I have none.
Good. One word for success.
Wealth.
Good. Wish.
Genies. Why did that come to my head?
That's fine. How about happiness?
Friends.
Right. And if I tell you Lady Gaga, one word.
One word. Lady Gaga. Iconic. 100%.
Good. Got that. And the last one, Doncaster.
Doncaster. Kind of boring.
Okay, so let's pretend now I'm going to Doncaster. I'm gonna get a train, go to Doncaster, and I'm gonna meet Robin. And I'm gonna tell Robin, tell me the most beautiful thing about Thomas and tell me something that he needs to improve on, in your opinion. What do you think Robin would tell me?
She would turn around and more than likely say to you, the most beautiful thing about me is my ridiculous personality, and she would tell you that there's nothing to be improved because I'm 100% it.
That's good. That's great. That's great. Right. Now let's play now, Thomas, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay? Right, Thomas. You can ask me a question now.
Okay. I don't have a box, so I'm really sorry. But I did have a few questions. So, what made you want to do this?
Right. So I believed always had this, let's say, the gift of be able to interact with people. I always liked the way how people live their lives, how people. I think everyone is so interesting. I think everyone, in this planet, we are different. I think we are so different, and I believe that all of us, we have something to share. I have, everyone is different, and we have something unique. I think everyone has something unique. So when I had this idea to open a YouTube channel, and of course, there are so many ideas out there. People, they're so creative. There are so many ideas out there. And I believe that one point, 2 years ago, actually, I had a project to do something with music. I love music. I love dancing. I love music. Yeah. But of course, I'm not able because because of copyrights. I'm not able to use other people's songs in my channel. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I remember, and I just kept that in my mind, and I said, okay, one point, I would like to do something different. And I went for a run one day in the park, and this idea just popped to my head, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's what I'm going to do." So the whole inspiration for this show is just the fact that I'm able to connect with people worldwide, and also I give the opportunity to people to connect with other people as well. Saying that, people watch this interview, they're gonna go. I'm sure that some people they're gonna connect with you. Because of your personality, or because your tattoos, because the way you approach life, because how open you are, you know what I mean? So I think that's the whole idea of the show, just people to connect with each other. So I think when the idea, just flow out in my mind, I was like, oh my God, that's what I would like to do, just to connect with people, at the same time as well, give the opportunity for other people to connect with other people. So that's the whole idea of the show.
I love it. I like it. It's literally something that I think you get all these messages on Instagram and things like that all the time. You don't know whether it's right or not. So I genuinely was like, okay, let's just do this and see how it goes. And I'm really pleased with it.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. And I tell you something now, Thomas. I've done already like over 300 people worldwide. Like I've been doing a lot of interviews, and I realize how people are different. And it's so nice. Like as soon as I put the camera on, I love your energy, the way you started out. And I just liked it, and I can see that you are yourself. You are the kind of person that you don't care what people think about you. You are just yourself. And to be honest with you, I think people who have this personality, they are brave, because I think, this is what's about life. Life, you just need to be yourself, even though people, they're gonna agree or not with you, but at the end of the day, you are yourself, and people, they need to be brave. I think some people out there, they're not like 100% happy because sometimes they are afraid or scared to be themselves, and they live in a life that sometimes, they're not themselves. And I can see that you just live your life to the fullest. I can, and that's I totally agree, and I can see myself as well, because I think when we realize that we are, as I said before, you are unique. You have, you're unique in this world. So let's be ourselves. Let's people like and dislike us, and this is it's all about the life journey. It's just people accepting, not accepting, and this is the way.
Definitely, I agree with that.
Did you have a good time?
I did actually. I was, like I say, I got like 2 hours ago, and I was like, oh my God, I need to shower. And then I was like tidying up, and as I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, this is going to be really fun. I think it's going to be an interesting thing. And then I was like trying to figure out in my head what things these were, trying to figure out what was going on. And then I was like, right, do you know what? Just ignore it. Just go in. Just do what you have to do. See.
Very good.
I'm not gonna lie. I did stalk your YouTube channel.
Say again, what did you say?
I did stalk your social media and go through all your YouTube channels.
No, please do. Feel free. It's out there for everyone to check it out.
Oh yeah, so because I just wanted to get a vibe and see what was going on.
Of course.
I've enjoyed it. I really have. That tune, I need it in my life. So
Thank you.
Send that to me. But no, definitely. It's been nice talking.
Thanks so much, and thanks for being so sweet and kind and to accept my invitation as well. And just before you go, if you don't mind to share a positive quote or positive message, something that inspires you.
Gemma Collins once said, just live your best life, hon. And I genuinely think that's the only quote there right now. And that's purely just because I think that just embodies me, and I think just go on.
Very good. Thanks so much. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for being so nice. Thomas, all the best for you. Okay, thanks so much for the interview.
And you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. See you later. Bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.